Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Welcome to my makeup. And I have an excellent video for you today. I think I'm actually going to split it into two videos because otherwise it's going to get pretty long. I've got some new products that we're going to try. I've got a new foundation. It's new to me. I know everybody in the world has already tried this. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. So you're not supposed to get any flashback. It's supposed to give you a very filtered look on your face. I have used this once. I used it on Easter and I had really bad mixed feelings about it. So that's why we're going to try it again today. I'm going to do half of my face with a brush and then half of my face with a beauty sponge and see if there's much of a difference. I have LA Girl Pro Powder HD High Definition Setting Powder. I can talk. Oh my god. Today we're going to try this and I'm going to bake with it and everything, so we'll see how it works. I have the Wet n Wild MegaGlo Highlighting Powder. All the gurus, all the beauty bloggers rave about this, and I have yet to try it. I'm trying out a new concealer. We all know that my ultimate favorite is this Age Rewind from Maybelline, but my biggest problem with it is that the fair shade, this is the lightest shade they have, and it is still too dark for my skin. I really think Maybelline needs to kind of get it together and realize that some of us pale faces have really pale faces. So I bought the Maybelline Fit Me in shade 10 Light. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if it really looks much lighter. Ugh. Maybe I should get a tan, but then I'll get wrinkles and skin cancer and probably age spots, and I don't need that. You know. I'm going to do the face first in the first video, and then I'm going to do the eyes second, and I will put them in a playlist so you can watch them back to back if you want, or you can split them up. Alright, I'm going to start with my L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Mattifying Primer. And I'm only going to use this in like my T-zone and on my cheeks. Any place where my foundation tends to break up and go away the quickest. Okay, so in with the foundation. The first time I wore it, it felt really heavy. I felt like it got really cakey. It showed off my pores so badly, but it photographed really well, and from a distance it looked flawless. Like, it really does give you that velvety filtered look on your face from a distance, but then up close I felt like it looked a total mess. But we're gonna try it again today because I want it to work. Everybody else loves it. For the left side of my face, I'm going to use my Morphe M439 foundation brush. I'm going to take a little more on my brush and go down my neck with it. I mean, this shade is pretty dang close to my Casper complexion. But as it kind of dries and as you start to set it with your powders and stuff, I noticed that it kind of changed color. So I'm just going to put some of this on my brush straight from the spatula, and I'm going to start patting this in where I have redness on my cheeks. Do you see that? Oh, for the love of God. See, and now I built up the coverage that I wanted, but it just looks, to me, it looks really cakey. And it's really showing off kind of every little line and imperfection that I have on my face. You can just kind of see, I don't know, You might not be able to because of my crappy camera, but it just looks heavy. It doesn't look great to me. Just saying. All right, so now we're going to go in with our Real Techniques sponge. Hopefully we'll get a better result. Here we go. Okay, so that dries really fast. Maybe I shouldn't have like dotted up my whole face like that. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to take some off the spatula and go in for a second layer because it definitely, even with the sponge, needed a second layer. But look how it's just pulling the makeup back off my face. Ugh. Drives me nuts. Oh, I do need to take this down the neck a little. On this side. Okay. Now I'm done. You can still see a bunch of redness here. That's 2 layers. I specifically put an extra layer there. My chin does not look great. I think we actually got better coverage with the brush after we put the second layer on and patted. I don't know. I want to love it, but I just don't think it's working for me. Okay, so now we're going to go in with, I say okay and so all the time, right? I often say, "Okay, so," and my husband's like, "Queso?" We're going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm really hoping this works out. Kind of looks yellow. Just kind of, oh my god, that's dark. Oh, it's so bad. I don't know what to say. I mean, just gonna go with it for this video, but oh. But I mean, it's not like the worst concealer I've ever used, but it's like yellow. Lordy. What have I gotten myself into here? There go the Instagram pictures. Okay, I do need to set that side though before I move on to the other side. So I'm going to crack into this LA Girl HD High Definition Setting Powder. Oh. It's getting darker. I mean, it kind of, it really looks bad. All I can do is laugh. I actually might have to go back over my concealer with more of the foundation. What? Maybe I should just do that first before I set anything. This is really bad. I'm gonna try to fix it. Because we're moving on with this video. We're going the distance. Isn't that a Disney song? This might be like kind of the worst makeup day ever. And you know the sad thing is, I bought that Maybelline Fit Me at Walgreens, and they have a great return policy for makeup. I mean, if you hate it, if it doesn't work for you, you can return it with your receipt. Well, I bought it yesterday in the middle of this ridiculous windstorm we were having, and I'm walking out to my car, and I had stuffed that freaking receipt down in my bag, but like it's almost like the wind grew hands and reached into my bag, yanked my receipt out, and now my receipt is like floating around on the east side of town. It's like, hey, from the west side. So I don't have a receipt. I can't return it. I might have to see if I can find somebody who can use this. I think we might have fixed it a little bit. Okay. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other eye because, you know, we need to be symmetrical. So I'm going to trash my other eye and then cover it up with foundation. Here we go. Oh. How is this light? I mean, it's like 10 AF. You know what I'm saying? That is not light at all. Ugh. And it's not even like tan. It's maybe tan for someone with jaundice. It's yellow. I'm yelling into my mic. Sorry. I'm just kind of having a fit right now. This is really bad. Bad, bad, bad. Like barfy bad. See, okay. Do you see that right there? As I'm trying to pat in this stuff, it's pulling up the foundation from underneath. So as of right now, this foundation I think is a big no for me. Oh, look at the side of my face. Look at that. I'm like dying over here. This is my first trying new products video and it's not going so well. Okay. I'm going in with my brush to try to... I have to be done. I can't just keep adding foundation, you know. Do like the 100 layer foundation challenge. Oh, train wreck. Oh dear. Done. I'm just done with all of it. Okay. So those two are no's for me. They're just a no. There's like no coverage around my nostrils. I mean, it's like pink. I just like effed up my... Oh, okay. We can do this. We got this. Next brand new product. LA Girl HD setting powder. I know, see my dog's like, he's feeling it from over there. Oh! I inhaled some and it tasted like chemicals and it stank. Ugh. It smells like plastic. You know how some plastics have like a really strong chemical smell to them? That is what that powder smells like. I kid you not. I'm going to try to bake with this. I don't know. Oh my God. I mean, it's not really like, okay, so you can't bake with this. I think I'm gonna say this is a pass too. Okay, I'm getting a pile of uh-uhs over there. All right, so I'm just going to bake with this. I've done it before. It works pretty well. Bake the shit out of my face. All right, so I'm gonna let that bake for about 5 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. I'm going to dust off my bake now. To do that, I'm going to use my Morphe E41. Just going to kind of dust around my face with the excess. Okay, here's the deal. So I'm not going to do the eye look that I was going to do with this foundation. I think what I actually might do, and I'm probably going to go wash my face and then do a whole new face before I start the eye video, because this just is not, it's not working. Look how it's just so patchy, and part of that is the foundation, part of it is the concealer fiasco. I still just have this like yellow ring around my eyes, which is so not attractive. Total disaster. Am I being defeatist? I don't think I'm being defeatist. I'm just being like real. I guess I don't feel like there's any point in going any further. This looks so bad that like why even try to make it look better? I've done everything I can to try to fix some of these situations and they're just not fixable at this point. So I think I'm gonna stop here. To recap this kind of fail video, the foundation, I believe that it's wonderful for lots of people. I'm just thinking it's not for me. I might try it a couple more times with my brush. So the concealer is a big fat no. At least that color. It was the lightest color they had at Walgreens. I mean, it says it's light. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and see if they make a lighter color, but I mean, as yellow as this was, I don't know if I want to try any others. What do you think? Should I do it? And the powder was not spectacular. I have e.l.f. HD powder that I like better. So the LA Girl Pro powder is a pass for me as well. I'm thinking all three of those are a pass. All right, so I'm going to stop for now. I'm going to go wash my face, get all this nasty crap off. Okay, thanks for hanging in there with me. See you in a bit. Okay, here is take 2 of our foundation fiasco. So I'm going to go back in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation with my brush, no sponge this time. We should have good foundation, then we can do the wear test and I can do some check-ins throughout my day. I'm not going anywhere today, I just have some housework to do and I'll be editing these videos and yada yada. So here's to hoping that the new foundation application will work better. Good grief, that was So I'm putting on my primer again. I had to scrub the crap out of my face to get all that mess off. Holy cow. I am red down to my chest. It's bad. So this is just going to be kind of a weird video. I hope you're all like kind of mildly entertained by it. I've had fun doing it so far, honestly. That was kind of a blast. I can't believe how awful that was. Jaundice eyes, Natalie. Okay. So without further ado, I'm just going to get into this freaking foundation. And before I start slathering this on my face, just a fair warning, I've got 2 dogs and I think 4 out of my 5 cats are in here. So, you know, there might be some shenanigans. Both of my kids are home now, and they fight all the time, so we'll probably hear garbage from them. I just kind of, it's like I give up. I'm a mom, you know? I have a mom life. And I have pets everywhere. And the neighbor's dog. Alright, here we go. Slather time.
Way too much. Take this. Creasing.
Okay, so I decided no baking today. I've just had too many issues even here. I'm kind of thinking that the Mary Kay concealer doesn't make a great eye primer. Well, okay. In defense of the concealer, I did put an awful lot on. I haven't used it in a little while. I love it. I'm almost out of it, so I don't use it that often. So I got way too much on. Is it a full moon today? Like, is that why I'm having so many issues with my makeup? I'll have to look that up. Oh, it's just still creasing. It's just awful. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not going to wash my face again, so in the eye video, if my eyeshadow's a little janky, we know why. It's creased all to hell. I'm still displeased with this foundation. It still went on patchy. I mean, I'll see how it wears throughout the day, but I'm still not happy with how it went on. So I think I'm probably going to return it. It's just not for me. Sorry, Wet n Wild. So now we're going to bronze. I'm going to use my favorite Cheek Parade Hula bronzer to add some color back into this Casper face. I'm going to carve out a little bit on my cheek area with the Morphe R10. And then to just bronze the whole face, I'm going to use the Morphe R2. While editing some of my videos, I noticed that it sounded like I was saying Marfie. Going into my Hula, and I'm going to carve out my cheek a little bit. See, and even after setting this foundation, I don't feel like my bronzer, I mean, this Hula bronzer is amazing. It blends out so well. And even after setting this foundation, I feel like it didn't set, you know, like dry down to a powder finish, kind of like it should have. And so I feel like my bronzer is kind of just sticking, so it's not blending. I'm going to end up with like a line of brown around my face. I'm so not happy with my makeup today. Now I'm going to go into Hula Light, get kind of the side of my face, and a little bit along my jawbone. Today I'm actually going to use two different Tarte blushes. This one is in Feisty, and I'm going to apply this on the upper cheekbone. This one is Pate. I'm going to put this more on the apples of my cheeks. I like to put more kind of peachy, brownish, orangish type tones on my upper cheekbone. I read somewhere, I don't even know where, it might have been a magazine of some sort, that for older gals, it looks better to put peachy tones on the upper part of your cheek and then pinky tones so it looks more like a youthful flush down on your apples. It seriously feels like I didn't put any powder on my face at all, like I didn't set my foundation. You can feel your brush kind of pulling on your skin. I don't know what the deal is, like why everybody else in the world loves this foundation and it worked so beautifully for them and they just raved about it, and it just isn't working for me at all. These Tarte blushes usually blend out beautifully, but I feel like they're just grabbing and they're kind of stripy. I really don't like how it's applying, and I never ever have issues with this blush. Goodness. We're using the Morphe M530 for blush. Nah. Oh my God. Lord help me with my makeup today. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to another one of the new products that I'm trying. Like I said, everybody in the world has tried this but me. It's the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powder. Everybody raves about this. All right, I'm so excited for something positive. Okay. Look how gorgeous that is. Is it totally weird and nerdy to like totally geek out over how pretty that is? Can't help it. Can't help it. Using my Morphe M510 to put this on. Oh, that's beautiful. That really is so pretty. Can you see that shine? Happy highlighter. And you just want to like keep going. You see it on there and it's all happy and shiny and you're like, more, more, more. Okay, that was a bit excessive. Oh, that glow though. I am so happy that something finally worked out. Get your glow on. We're going to hit up our temples a little bit. Down the center of my wrinkly ass nose. Girlfriend's got attitude today. It's been a terribly trying makeup day. Alright, well, you know, the face is as done as it's going to get. I'm going to be honest, the only thing I like about my face right now is the highlighter. It's the only thing. I pretty much hate everything else, but that's alright. I mean, we got to try, you know, new things. We did it for this video. I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to do my eye video next, and I will, like I said, I'll add that to a playlist. You can watch this one by itself, or you can watch them all together, whatever you want. I will be doing some check-ins, you know, maybe 2 check-ins throughout the day to see how this train wreck holds up. It's almost like, why? What's the point? But I'm going to do it. You know, we'll see. Got to give it a chance. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. Negative Natalie. That was stupid. Okay, so we're done here. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging through this torture with me. Bye.